Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the off-grid cabin out here at St. Bernard Acres. The day after the storms. I tell you what, we had some vicious storms come through. Holy cow. Didn't know of any trees. I'm sure there are some downed trees in the property somewhere. None in the cleared area or, down on the road. But holy cow. It was pretty wild, let me tell you. So I'm going to take a walk around and just survey everything. And a lot of rain. The county's under flood watch now. But it all looks good. Just going to help to make sure we mow some more. That's all the good this does. But I did want to do like an update. I'll show you real quick. I don't show it often enough, and I've now had it for 2 years, my solar system, and it's still working great. It was very simple setup, not overly expensive, and I leave it alone. I don't mess with it. The batteries, sure, they're Walmart batteries. They're not lithium ion or LiFePO or whatever the hell they are. But they are perfectly fine. Still doing great. Man, it looks like we're going to get more rain out here too. I think it's coming. See if anything got disturbed in the barn. And all that time clearing that out. And look, I mean, God, we gotta have days without rain. It's so hard to keep up with it all. All right. What do we got going on in here? Besides a mess. Definitely a mess. I saw on that marketplace, you see all my pallets out here. And the pallets I've gone through and all the pallet wood I have and have used. Somebody selling just standard sized used pallets. Said they had a few left over from projects. They were trying to sell them for $7.50 to $17.50, depending on the condition. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Oh man, I got all those 2x6s down there I forgot about. Yeehaw. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes. Yes. I need floor. I've got all the lumber there. That's all used, recycled lumber. All I need to build my battery and generator room back behind the cabin. It's perfect. Oh, my poor old Craftsman. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this thing to start. I found a key for it. I guess I'm gonna take the battery out, take it up, charge it. That would be the next step, because now it seems like I don't get anything and I can't get it to jump. So I'm gonna try to charge. Maybe it's just too low to even try to jump with one of those little things. Look what's down on the ground here. Look at that. Hey, buddy. Got us a little turtle. Yep. Scooting himself along. I'll be darned. I love his shell. All right. So something I wanted to address while I'm out here walking around. And if you saw my rant video, you know, one of the things I talk about is the economy and how bad it is. All the prices are up, you know, the stock market's down. Some people believe we're in a recession, but I know we're headed into one. You know, it's going to be like the 70s all over again, I believe. And with that being said, it you know, it's $50 to make a trip out here and back. I've mentioned that. So there's not as many trips out here. I'm going to be staying out here more, a lot more. Especially, and unfortunately, since we no longer have Max, so it won't be as hard to do with, you know, everybody working in Wheeling. I can be out here and not worry about anything. But as well as that, YouTube revenue is really down. I'm sure you've heard plenty of channels talking about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is. But YouTube revenue just completely sucks. And the way I'm going to try to work with, I have said from day one, by the way, with this channel, I was never going to depend on the revenue from this channel. Never let myself get into that position, and I am so glad I didn't, because it has dropped, you know, less than half of what it used to be. So what I'm going to do with the time off and the more time to dedicate out here, I'm going to work on better videos. I'm going to learn more techniques with the cameras and editing, and I'm going to try to, you know, make better videos for you guys. And maybe that'll help get more involved in the things I'm doing and teach a little bit more about, you know, things I know and I can help out with. Make it more value to you guys, not just simply entertainment. Because I know I'm a hell of an entertaining guy. I know that. I'm worth the price of admission. But nah, I'm not going to sit here and cry about YouTube. I'm not going to cry about the revenue being down. You know, it is what it is. We have to adjust, we adapt, and we live with it. Whatever you do, and the last thing I want is for you to send me money. I don't want it. You guys, most of the people that watch this channel and subscribe to this channel, like many of the other channels that I subscribe to and you subscribe to, you know, we're all relatively the same. You're like me. We're all working stiffs. So I don't expect you to send me. I'm not going to try to live off the generosity of other people. You know, don't send any money. Don't send money to these other channels. You know, so many of them are just simply trying to take advantage of you. They don't teach you anything. You know, look for the value in a channel. You know, in my opinion, you support my channel fantastic just by watching it. You know, that's all I can ask. And if I want more money from YouTube, then I need to make better videos, more entertaining, and more videos that add more value to your time. Because that's what I'm asking you for, is your time. I need to give you something worthwhile for that time. And I think that's how channels are going to have to start looking at it. Not just, let me throw anything up there I can as often as I can and hope that people, you know, send me things. I've never like that about certain, channels. But don't send them any money. They're not teaching you anything. So many of them are just saying, look all I got. Looky here. You guys are sending me all this money. I don't even need it. I'm buying all these things, or people are buying me all these things. Nah. I work. I mean, I'm retired, but I can work. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna depend on y'all. Don't send me any money. I don't want any. Don't waste your money on other channels. It's hard to earn money these days. It's a stretch for a lot of people. And I really dislike these channels that try to make people feel, you know, an obligation to help them. You know, you don't owe anybody anything. Like I said, just watching it, that's enough. That makes it worthwhile. It really does. So anyway, don't send me no damn money. That's the message I wanted to put out there. But yeah, not too much on the storm front. I'll show you some video from last night from the storm. Some really cool lightning and thunder. But man, it was windy. There was trees and stuff. Wheeling is basically without power. It's amazing. We have power at our house, but most of Wheeling is out. And I put a thing on there's our little neighborhood group watch page, deal for us, and a lot of our areas without power. So I put a post on there if anybody didn't have power and they had medical equipment that required electricity to run. I have a couple of small generators that I'll take over and hook them up so they can keep their medical equipment going, until the power comes back on, because AEP said it could be a couple days before they get everything fixed. I mean, there's trees down everywhere, lines down everywhere. It was a vicious storm that went through. And I got those generators in my shed, so that one lady's already contacted me. She's on oxygen 24/7. She has to sleep with a machine, and she needs the electricity to, I guess, purify the oxygen, do something. I don't know. But I told her, I'll be back in Wheeling in a couple hours. I'll bring a generator over and we'll get her set up. That's what you got to do. But yeah, other than that, we're all covered. I do want to show you my solar, though. I don't show it off enough. I'm real proud of what I did. But I'll take you around and show you my battery bank. That just sits in that box behind the cabin. Checked the batteries about a month ago. I haven't even had to add water yet. So that's how good it's worked out. Hang on, let me turn you back around. All right. That's 4 250 watt solar panels. Bought them used, $50 a piece, or $45 a piece, something like that. My little ground mount rack that I spent maybe $100 on, still working just fine. We come around back here. Into my box that the mice have made a home out of. But that's where I keep my batteries. They run in to the cabin through there. This is a plug that I put on that is wired. It's a 30 amp RV plug that is wired into my service panel. So if I run Like if I'm out here and I want to run the air conditioner, I need to run the generator. And I just plug it right into that and it powers my whole cabin. Let's see if I can lift this up. This is so wet. It makes it really heavy. But there's my batteries. My 6 Walmart batteries. They do the trick. Ugh. Whew, that's heavy. Man, is that heavy when it's wet. And the skeeters are out. All right. That's the battery bank. It's still doing great. Take you inside. Ooh, dark. Really dark. Let's lighten it up. There we go. Lighten it up a bit. Let me turn the light on, in fact. All right. So, see my trim around the windows I did? Ooh, I love it. I really love this stuff. So if we come over here, there's one piece of paneling I'm still missing. So what we have here, folks, if I get on that, that's my MPPT charge controller. That is still working just fine. Everything comes into that breaker box. The panels come in, go up to the charge controller, from the charge controller back to the breaker. I got negative going on a negative bus bar, positive going on a positive bus bar. So I can kill the, if I got to work on it, I can just turn off the power from the solar panels. Nothing will be coming in. Got a fuse going to my 1200 watt pure sine wave inverter, because this is 24 volt system. My batteries are wired in 24 volts. So this is a 24 volt inverter that gives me my 110 I need to run my lights and, refrigerator and stuff. I'm going to be wiring DC lights in here, and that's what this does. That converts the 24 volts back to 12 volts to this fuse block. And I will wire in 12 volt lighting and my pump and everything into that. So that's basically it. That's just a meter that shows me what my incoming is, my outgoing is, how much power I've produced. I mean, it's a very simple setup. And once I had it set up and working, I've never messed with it. The only thing I did from the original setup was I had a 2000 watt inverter. And I just didn't need it. Inverters pull power from your battery bank just being on. And because I have my refrigerator out here and everything, this is on 24/7. And it'd be different if I just, came out here, turned it on and used it and turned it off when I left. But I need this running 24/7 because I do leave my refrigerator on, of course. But yeah, 2 years, it's still working great. Next project, the loft. Getting it cleaned up, finished up, carpeting cut and down, and then that last piece of the roofing panel for the ceiling. But yeah, it's I got this window still to trim out. And I got my kitchen to put back together. Whoops. I need my kitchen. But that's about it, folks. Hope you're having a good week. This is, like I said, Tuesday the 14th. And I'll be back. I'm out.